guys, and welcome to the beginning of my third reading vlog. So it's Sunday night and I have been doing a little bit of reading today, mostly kind of running around, packing, doing some other things. I'm going to be away for part of this coming week. So I'm just trying to kind of get my life together, but I have managed to do a little bit of reading today. So I read a bit of Jane Eyre, nothing to write home about. I'm sure you guys are as sick of hearing about this book as I am sick of talking about it and not finishing it. On the brighter side, I did actually really sink my teeth into Artemis today, which was really not difficult. I've kind of been reading off and on, not really doing a whole lot, and I still managed to get to page 90. So this is really flying by. I'm really enjoying this. We're not hugely into sort of the full plot. She's sort of setting up this heist that she's going to commit. However, I can tell you right now that everything that I loved about The Martian, a lot of that is in here, and they're very, very different books. You can't really compare them. However, I think that this is going to be just as good, and I love The Martian. So while I'm away, I'm going to do my best to keep up with my reading vlog, but I might end up skipping a couple of days like I did last week, but I don't think that's a particularly big deal. We'll see how my reading goes. I've got a couple train journeys, so it's going to be a busy trip, but it should end up being a nice and productive one, so I'll see you guys tomorrow. Hello, happy Tuesday. So today I'm obviously not by myself. I'm with someone who suspiciously looks a little bit like me. We're sitting on the princess bed at home. We're in London right now. Thought that I would ask award-winning author Julia Kelly, who just had this book, The Look of Love, come out last week?
Last Monday.
Last Monday. So we're going to talk about what we read. So Julia, what have you been up to in terms of reading this week?
So weird being here with
I
my
feel
sister.
really cheesy.
Okay, so I have been doing a lot of work writing, and so I've been wanting to read things that are outside of the realm of what I'm writing right now. So I picked a book that's very outside the realm of what I'm writing. It's Alice Clayton's Wallbanger.
Great cover.
It's a great cover. It's from her cocktail series, because a wallbanger is actually a cocktail, all you dirty-minded people. It's a romance, contemporary romance about a woman who can hear the amorous goings-on of her neighbor, who ends up being the hero of the book.
We've all been there.
Yeah,
Minus
seriously.
the hero part.
It is very, very funny, and it is really, really well done, and I really enjoyed it. This is like, I'm 5 or 6 years late on this book. This came out a while ago, but it's definitely worth it if you want to give contemporary romance a try.
I got Jane Eyre here. That's like the least
I was
sexy
gonna say,
thing in the world.
Not the same thing.
I know that you and Mum have been really teasing me a lot because I am still working on Jane Eyre. Surprise, surprise. No one is surprised. But I'm going to bring it on the train. We're heading up to Liverpool today.
And she's almost out of the boarding school, which is probably the grimmest, most depressing part of the book.
Yeah, her friend's about to die. You don't
Spoilers.
get consumption and
150
make it out.
some odd year old spoilers.
Yeah, but yeah, her friend's about to die, so I guess things are getting interesting. Poor Jane. I've got Artemis, and so I'm 160 or so pages in. Julia's gonna steal it from me. You at least steal it when I'm done with it, not halfway through.
You're fine.
So, yes, I'm gonna read it. So when I'm done with it, I don't have anything else, I'm gonna have to read Jane Eyre. I'll check in with you tomorrow to see how both of our reading has gone. Hey guys, happy Thursday. So while I was away, I did manage to do a little bit of reading. I finished up Artemis. I was about halfway through before I left, and due to a series of train journeys and whatnot, I managed to actually finish this book, which I loved. I loved it so, so much. The Martian is the book that got me into sci-fi because it was the first time that I actually understood the science in a sci-fi book. I had really, really high expectations for Artemis, which is Andy Weir's new book, and they were just blown out of the water. I loved this so, so much. So I did end up buying some books, which I'm not going to show you now. I'm going to do a book haul video in a second, but I think my next read is actually going to be from that haul. That's Laini Taylor's A Night of Cake and Puppets. I have mentioned very briefly in my very first video that I did not really like Daughter of Smoke and Bone, which is the book that this is the companion novella for. However, this novella is about my absolute favorite character, and apparently this novel follows Zuzana, who is Kaoru, the main character in Daughter of Smoke and Bone's best friend, and this is the story of the date that you hear about with the guy who will end up becoming Zuzana's boyfriend. You don't hear about it in the main story, however, she kind of pulled that date out and turned it into a novella. So I'm really excited for this because Susanna is amazing. She's such a great character. She's an amazing best friend, and I love their friendship so much. So I'm really looking forward to this. So that's it for today. I'm going to finish up this vlog tomorrow, and then this will go up on Saturday. I'm really happy to say that now that I've, got things settled, I'm actually going to begin blogging kind of in full again. So I will be back on my website starting Monday, so keep an eye out for that. Who are the two coziest girls in all of Oxford? Hi, Sophie. Hey. Dax is ignoring me. Oh, who's my friend? Well, Dax is awake for head scratches. Hi. Oh. Okay, I'll let you guys go back to sleep. Happy Friday, guys. So I am a little bit sloppy right now because I just got back from the gym. I look like a mess. I'm quite red. But I wanted to get this out of the way really quickly for two reasons. One, I'm gonna be showering, getting ready, everything like that, because I have my book club tonight and I'm so excited because we're gonna be talking about Mistborn: The Final Empire, which I didn't get a chance to read. However, I read it like, I don't know, 5 years ago. So I'm going to be looking up some kind of in-depth spoilers to refresh my memory and not spoil anyone for the events of that particular book. Next, I actually got a package today and I don't know what this is. If it's what I think it might be, then it came like really fast, like really, really fast. So let's see. This is, holy crap, that did come really fast, right? So this is Austral. This is a review copy of this new book by Paul McCauley, and this came out on the 19th. So that was yesterday, actually, when I'm filming this anyway. It'll be a couple days later when this goes up. It looks like it is about, it's all about kind of like global warming and climate change, and it's sort of almost like a dystopian future. And it's about this woman and her kind of struggle for survival in this sort of new society. So this looks really, really cool. I'm really looking forward to this, actually. I'm gonna pop this on my TBR pile. Ooh, has a map. That's cool. Under 300 pages, so I'm hoping that this is gonna be a really quick read. It looks really interesting. Sophia's crunching away at her food right now. Sorry for the noise. I probably wouldn't have picked this up otherwise if I hadn't heard about it through the publisher, but I think that this looks amazing. So otherwise, I am working my way through Night of Cake and Puppets. So I started this last night. It's a novella. It's got lots of illustrations, so it's flying by. I read for like, I don't know, an hour, and I got like 86 pages in, so I'm probably gonna end up finishing this tonight. I'm more than halfway through the novella portion anyway. It does have some extra sort of stuff in the back of it, so it looks a little bit longer than it actually is, but that's good for me because that will mean that I have read 2 books this week as long as I get this finished tonight. So it's Saturday morning and it's the end of my 3rd reading vlog, so I really quickly just wanted to go through the books that I read this week. So the first book that I read this week was Andy Weir's The Martian, and I ended up giving this 5 out of 5 stars. I absolutely loved this book. The next book that I read this week was Night of Cake and Puppets by Laini Taylor, and I also gave this 5 out of 5 stars. I really loved this. I thought it was absolutely wonderful. So after I got home from book club quite late last night, I ended up starting The Seventh Estimate by Stephen Donaldson. I've not read any of his other books, but he was hugely popular 80s fantasy author, and I believe this is his big kind of return to the genre, so I'm really looking forward to this. And you may have seen a lack of Jane Eyre in the end of this reading vlog, and that is because I've decided that I'm just not going to talk about it until the very end of the vlogs or until I finish the stupid book. So I'm about 116 pages into Jane Eyre. She's just met Mr. Rochester, so things are starting to move along a little bit faster now. So I'm hoping that I get really stuck into this soon and will finish it soon because it has been weeks. So that's it for my 3rd reading vlog. I'm going to continue to do these weekly, and I'm also going to try to get up another video every week. So if you like these, then definitely subscribe, leave me a comment below, let me know if you do reading vlogs as well, because I really love these. They're like my favorite videos to watch, and I will see you next time.